Week 1, Saturday. Make it all a gift. Matthew 5:38-42. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist an evildoer. But if anyone strikes you on the right cheek, turn the other also. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your coat, give your cloak as well. And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go also the 2nd mile. Give to everyone who begs from you, and do not refuse anyone who wants to borrow from you. An eye for an eye, that's in Leviticus 24:19-20, it was not a legal requirement. It was a limit set by a law intended to fix a proportionate scale to retribution and to stop violence escalating out of control. But in the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus goes far beyond this limit. I say to you, do not resist an evildoer. To illustrate what he means, he offers 4 examples. You take a blow on the right cheek, which would be administered by the back of the right hand. In Jesus' culture, there was no gesture more contemptuous or abusive, but he not only says do not resist, he requires us to offer the other cheek too. Why respond like this? Certainly followers of Jesus should expect to be treated at times as he himself was. But that is not where Jesus puts the emphasis. This section of teaching concludes with a call to be imitators of the Father in heaven. We are to reflect the likeness of God in our responses to each other. What particular likeness are we to image? Notice that all the examples involve turning and giving. We are to turn the demand into a gift, to refuse to let it be an issue of power. In the life God gives, there is no place for the language of vindication, revenge, repayment, and just deserts. To offer our life as a gift images heaven and imitates God. Imagine that someone wants to sue you. What do you own? Just a coat? You are not wealthy then. Give it to them, says Jesus. Oh, and offer your cloak too. The coat is an undergarment. The cloak is the more valuable outer garment and serves as your blanket at night. Give it all. Being commandeered is still one of the petty humiliations of life under an occupying power, and it is as deeply resented today as it was then. Make it a gift, says Jesus. Here, let me carry your other bag as well. Where do you live? I'll take it all the way, no problem. Give to everyone who begs from you is a teaching that most church treasurers would rather deny than the Bible at all. But here is the situation reversed. This is not a response to someone oppressing me. It's about becoming an oppressor myself by withholding what I have from those in need. Make it a gift. There's one other important outcome when we turn everything to a gift. We refuse to be a victim. Victim mentality is very powerful in our society. We live in a culture of blame and litigation. You owe me. He forced me to. They made me. But when we respond like that, we are still part of the old mindset, trapped in patterns of violent competition under laws designed to try to limit the damage. Instead, take responsibility back. By the way you respond, turn a demand into a gift. Firmly, graciously insist that you are in a relationship of equals. I am teaching you another way, says Jesus. Take the relationship right outside those unredeemed categories of power and rivalry. Not resisting is the radically new way of resisting. It does not mean being indifferent to evil and passively enduring it as part of our lot. Jesus means that we should not resist evil on its own terms. Do not repay evil for evil. A few verses later, he is teaching his followers to love their enemies and seek the enemy's blessing by praying for them. That's verses 43-48. While there is any sense of wanting to win the argument, of point scoring, being proved right, or wanting other people taken down, we are still trapped in the old way of thinking. God does not meet us on those terms. God is life itself. He does not even think in terms of possession or ownership, because he has no need to. Nor should we, says Jesus. These responses are costly, but they make something quite new possible. When we make a gift of it all, a trapped world is opened to the life of God and becomes a world in which even God freely gives himself. Let's pray. Help me to turn from my defending my own honour to offering my life as a gift.